இது ரெக்கார்ட் மட்டும் பண்ணிக்கோங்க சக்தி, நான் பண்றத. ஓகே. Hi all. Here we are going to see the ISO 27000:2021 ISMS Information Security Management System. It is a ISMS. It is nothing but the information of cybersecurity, privacy protection, authentication, and non-reputation. And this is the cycle of PDCA. P refers to the plan, and D means do, C means check, and A means act. And P, it's contained the 30% of the planning is what we are going to implement, and do, it is of 40%. It is the estimate of time taken to implement, and then we have to check the 20% how it's going to work, and last final of 10% is how to act in our plan. And this is the plan. In plan, it comes under in the top level management and energy policies, management representative, energy review and action plans. And do comes into the implementation, our communication, our training, and our awareness section. And checks in the form of monitoring, analyzing our corrective action, prevents actions, and our audit. And act our management reviews our strategy goals and optimizations all comes in the act. And this is the CIA triad cycle. And what is the CIA? C refer means confidential, I means integrity, and A means availability. And this is the triad cycle of ISMS called CIA triad. And this is the information security management system keeps information safe from unauthorized access and maintain its accuracy and reliability, and ensuring it's available when they need. And this is the confidential. Confidential is ensuring that access to information is appropriately authorized or not. And second one is integrity. Integrity, it's safeguarding the accuracy and the completeness of information and the processing method. And availability, it's ensuring that authorized user having access to information when they need it. And this show the history of ISO. Firstly, the Department of Trade and Industry DTI, which is the part of UK government, established the ISO in 1992, and then it was republished in 1995, and again it was republished in December 2000, and after some changing some alignment, it was published in 2005. And finally, it was published in 2013 in the standoff 27001/2005. And this is the information security. What is the information security? It is not only in the form of confidential, integrity, and availability. It's also in the addition of authenticity, accountability, reputations, and reliability are also involved. And this show what are the managements are involved in ISMS. Asset capacity, configuration management, access management, risk management, incident and threat management, ICT, readiness for business continuity, change management, awareness training, remote working management, end user system management, and supplier management. And these all of the managements are involved in ISMS. And this is the element of security programs. First one is technology, and then people, and it's going some process. And how technology is classified from firewall, data center, physical centers, and vulnerability all comes in the form of technology, and people's in the form of training, awareness, HR policies, background check, roles and responsibilities, mobile computing, or some of the things are involved in the people's. And before we are seeing the last slide, it's showing all the managements how comes into the process management. And these things are given to the organizational, and organizational then into the people, and people into the physical work through the technology control. And this is the information. What is information? Information is the building block of any organization. Every organization has the set of basic building information in both the form of stored and processed data. And it is in the form of created data, stored data, destroyed, processed, transmitted, used, and lost data. And this is the formation of information. Information may be in the form of image, sound, text, numbers, business data, voice conversation, still images, motion pictures, multimedia, or is all is in the form of information. And DesiGro have set off own policy and procedure to make sure information stay very safe and secure. And physical access control policy. If we are going to access, we all had a access card entry. We need to register our name and signature on the visitor's note. We need to get the permission to access the other department. Also, we need to get the permission to enter into the conference hall also. And it's avoid tailgating. Logical access. This is the username and password two-step authentication. If we log in, we all have an individual username and password, and every time we log in, it asking the two-step authentication. Password policy. Password, we have to maintain our password temporarily basis, and password must meet the complexity requirement, and we have to changing the password periodically and do not repeat the same password. And these are some examples for bad password. We don't use our password in the easily guessed name and our own name, login name, vendor name, person name, and repeated the same letters and consecutive letters and numbers and adjunct keys and the common word of dictionaries. And what is the best practice? Our password should meet list of 8 characters with the alphabet of numbers and some special character also. And this is don'ts, what we don't have to do in our companies. Do not use our login name in reverse, capital or doubled form, and do not use your own first or middle or last name. Do not use your spouse and child name, and do not use our personal numbers like ID numbers, license number, telephone numbers, or numbers related to our personal data. And this also shown the don'ts. We don't use the password like in digit and same letters, consecutive numbers. Do not reuse the recently used password, it means last password, and do not use a well-known abbreviation. And importantly, we don't write it on anywhere, any desk or sticky notes. And this is the clear screen and desktop policy. Don't write anything on your sticky notes like a password or any kind of personal information. We don't have to note it on a sticky notes, and don't keep important files on your desktop systems. Software installation and restriction policies. If you need to install any software, you have to ask the IT team approval, and don't try to install any unnecessary software, and don't install the software like cracks. This is the internet policy. We use only the legitimate website. It means legal website, our production website, or only comes into the legitimate website, and don't browse the unnecessary website like movies, blog, and all the social media websites or unnecessary websites. Email usage policies. And we don't have access to our own Gmail account, our Yahoo account also, and don't upload any company files to your own mails, and don't subscribe any social media into the company email account. Acceptable use of asset policies. And given assets are only for the official use only, not for our personal use. And every user under the monitoring for to maintain the security and the network purpose. Unacceptable use. If we install the unlicensed softwares on the laptop, it may attack with the virus, Trojan horse, email bombs, etc. So don't install any unnecessary website into our office systems. Unauthorized materials are restricted to use a laptop, and any person by our company by restricted from unlicensed software like a protected software. Logging and monitoring. Every physical activity is monitoring through CCTV, and every system activity is monitored by IT. Disciplinary procedure. And disciplinary committee will act any kind of any sexual harassment and any unacceptable act and any deviation from the policy and the procedures are taken lead to the disciplinary committee. Data protection. And what is the data protection? It is a process of protect the sensitive information from any damages, loss, or corruption. And data breach. Data breach. It is the activity of unauthorized parties trying to gain our sensitive and confidential information. And malware. Malware, it is a type of attack, some harmful software theft our files and data from our system. This is called malware. And phishing mail. Phishing is a type of fraudulent activity, and it's mostly comes in the form of email to get our password, credit card numbers, our all the personal data. And these are some sample. These are some tips to find the phishing mail. It always in the urgent form. It's always in the emergency form. Please do it immediately. Please do in today itself, like this. And it's always contain a poor grammar and spelling error, and it's greeting some unfamiliar greeting. And and there is a, and they are also giving some offer to us, and it's always contain one link. And this is the sample mail for phishing. It's come, and also it comes from the fake mail ID. It also contain one virus attack files, and it's too generic, like dear customer, dear user, and it's giving some urgency. Please do it immediately, like that. And it's giving the poor email, poor grammar, and it's also contain one bad link. And what is protected information? It's a protected information, sensitive information, non-public information, public information. And this is the protected information. What is protected? It is the information are highly controlled, but not like very sensitive. For example, our first name, last name, our financial account number, our debit card numbers are protected from our side, but not too sensitive. It is called protected information. And sensitive information. Sensitive information means it is highly restricted to share others. For example, employee performance review, employee salary history, company financial details, some donor information, internal emails, internal mails, and vendor contacts. It's also confidential to share others. So this is called the sensitive information. And public information. Public information is commonly published in the public platform, and like posters, news, or a press release, or social media postings, like all comes into the public information. Non-public information. And the personal information of the individual is not shown in the public, but same was not very protected under sensitive information. It is called the non-public information. And finally, we are going to end this session. And finally, we are done. From this ISMS session, we are going to take the survey of awareness level. So please join. Please join the given below link, and please give the 100% without any fail. Thank you.
Thanks, Pavitra.
Thank you.
Pavitra, we have already shared the link which you have shared with us. Would you like to highlight something about the survey link, what you have given, and what is the purpose of the survey like?
It is the purpose of how users are aware in the ISMS.
Okay.
So it's generally set up of some basic questions. So then we can analyze how they are aware. So this is our basic purpose to share this now.
Okay, Pavitra. Thank you.
Thank you.